Here we go. We are here at Davis Island Yacht Club.
Good.
And I'm here and I have the pleasure to have Andy Beeckman, the champion of the 2024 Sunfish International Masters. Congratulations, Andy. I was not here to witness it in person, but I was looking at the scores. The first thing I want to ask you, Andy, how do you feel after winning this regatta?
Feels great. Feels really good. Yeah, really hard fought win, and my first championship, actually first victory in the Sunfish class. So pretty excited about that. A little sore, but yeah, it's great.
Like I was watching the scores, and you were kind of lurking.
Chris was winning, Rich was second, and I was third. Chris was winning from the beginning. Actually.
Oh, he was winning from the beginning.
Yeah. So Chris had kind of wire to wire in a way until the last race. Which I beat him by a point, and which caused the tiebreaker, and I had more first place finishes. So.
But before the tiebreaker, the crazy thing is, like I woke up and you were in second place.
Yeah.
By 1 point, there were 4 boats from first to fourth, separated by only 4 points.
Yes.
Tell me how you look and how do you manage a regatta where there's 4 people realistically can win this regatta?
Yeah, going into today, Rich actually asked me the same thing, and. You know, I think the best thing I could have done was get 2 first place finishes in the races, but it's hard to do, right? So I didn't get too wrapped up in the points. I just wanted to make sure I sailed well and put up some good results. So I got a second in the first race, and I know, you know, I had a good shot. The wind was in a good range for me. So yeah, kind of just try to deal with the tricky conditions.
I mean, I'm looking at this. You had Mike Ingham, Jeff Linton, who is a Rolex champion, who's nipping at your heels. Chris Carroll. How do you are you watching everyone, or you're just sailing your own race?
Yeah, so we started right above Chris, you know, and so I knew where he was, but then it got so crazy with the shifts and everything, I just had to go sail my own race, and it worked out, you know, to that degree. But the last race, Rich Chapman was actually winning for a few minutes because I was, you know, behind him. I was winning the race, and then he passed me, and then I was in probably 8th or 10th, and he was in 3rd or 4th, and then I kind of scrounged back a little bit, and then Chris was coming up from behind quickly, so it all kind of condensed at the end there.
So Chris Carroll, after day 2, this is a 3-day regatta here at the 2024 Sunfish International Masters. After day 2, Chris Carroll was winning by 1 point. You were behind him by 1 point.
Yeah, okay, 1 or 2 points, yeah.
And now you're running out of races.
Yeah, I came into the day with down 2 points.
Right.
And so we had the first race, I gained a point on Chris. He finished right behind me. And then all I needed to do was finish ahead of him the second race as well. So I beat out Rich by 1 point. But again, yesterday Chris was up by 2. There was me. Rich was behind me by a point. Mike Ingham was down by a point, and I think a couple of the guys were within a few points there.
Now, was there any time in this regatta where you were thinking, I could win this thing? You
know, yeah, most of the time, honestly.
In day 1, you said I could win. You had the good speed.
So. I think I kind of had some mojo going a little bit the first day, and I realized that, you know, as long as I don't exhaust myself or whatever.
Andy, I know you're actually kind of new to the class, to the Sunfish class. You've been sailing Sunfish competitively at this level for what? How many years?
3 years.
3 years, about 3 years. And this is your first pretty big regatta in the Sunfish to win.
Yeah.
And that's a very impressive. You're friends with Eugene Schmidt, who did kind of the same thing. Several years ago, he came into class, actually at the Midwinters. And Eugene won the Midwinters International Masters. So you're following the same steps.
I hope so.
What is you and Eugene's connection from years and years ago?
Years ago, we were on a sailing group called Team Lyra, as a traveling youth sports team, basically for kids that would compete at all different kinds of regattas all over the country. And so we spent probably 4 or 5 years traveling the country and doing that. Yeah,
so I think that's a connection there. Yeah. Because you guys grew up together sailing and going to Canada and everywhere else and having a good time. So how did you took off long
went
time.
to college and both,
Right.
you know, kind of went our own ways.
And now you're a master, so
now that I get
you're
old,
at least
and
40
gray hair
years
on my
old.
beard, you know, now I get hooked up with my buddy Eugene.
Now, you know, when you grow a beard and you win a big regatta and you can't change your underwear, your clothes, or shave your beard.
Yeah, Kelly just absolutely hates it.
You cannot mess with the streak.
Well, the thing is, it's a strategy. I want to make sure the old guys know that I'm old with them, and then I'm going to shave it so when the young guys get in town, they think I'm young as well.
No,
right?
I don't know. You can't shave the mojo. That's like, who's the guy? Samson. Samson. He lost his mojo.
We'll see. That's a good point. We'll see.
So don't mess around with the streak. So how did you prepare for this particular regatta this weekend?
How did I prepare, Kelly? What do you think? Mental preparation mainly, I would say.
Did you sail?
No,
You didn't sail at all.
I've sailed once or one day, maybe 2 days since the Worlds.
And the Worlds was in December in Miami.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really came
mental
in.
preparation, really. It was
So
a lot
how
of
did you
meditation and stretching,
So the first day was kind of light, I think.
physical fitness. Yeah.
And then how did you set up your boat? What was
So I
the
went with
sequence?
a pseudo Forester Gens rig this whole regatta. And
Okay.
it's like a mini Gens, a 4-inch Gens. And I
Mhm.
kind of left that. And then yesterday in the heavier race, I put a 6-inch Gens in, or just whatever, dropped it down.
So it's like a half a clip, 3/4 of a clip.
Yeah, 3/4 of a clip.
And did you
like
actually
a second.
drop your rig to do it? To drop your?
No, I did it on shore actually.
Okay.
Going out for the afternoon, it was supposed to be windy. It was 15 to 18, and it was filled into like 18, 20. So it was a big.
And then you had
that's
a
where
s-
I did. That's where I basically kind of won the regatta, I think, in my world.
And you had a 6-inch Gens or a
Yeah.
3/4 clip.
Yeah.
And your boat felt good.
Yeah.
Did you use any other? Did you use a 2-to-1 main sheet, anything like
I
that?
needed it. I'm going to go that way.
You needed it. That's
Yeah.
interesting because I'm prepping a video for the 2-to-1, and I think that's going to be a game changer for a lot
Yeah.
of people.
I mean, I was just, it's just so much pressure on that thing. So
Right. So a 1-to-1, there was so much pressure, and you were saying it was blowing 18 and 20,
solid.
and you wanted that 2-to-1.
Yes.
Now, if you had to choose a choice of diameter for a 2-to-1 main sheet, would you go with the same?
I don't. No, it would be thicker, thinner.
A little-
Not 1/4 inch, but not 3/8 either. So
It's like maybe a 7-millimeter line or
Probably
something
7,
like that.
yeah.
So, where did you sail your gooseneck? This,
I don't have numbers on my gooseneck.
give a guess.
16.
Okay.
Yesterday or today? I
Uh,
moved
in-
it forward throughout today.
Because
So
they
today I probably
lightened
did
up.
14 and a half today.
14 and a half. So that's your light air things, 14
Yeah,
and a half.
14.
And we're at the highest was,
16. With the
oh wow,
gym.
so it's only 2 inches.
Yeah.
Huh. See, 2 inches makes a difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
I make very small adjustments on the gooseneck.
Do you use any other type of rigging tricks and tips?
I put a little eye that dangles down from one of the sail ties for my Cunningham.
Okay.
Okay. And what this does is it basically allows me to pull up the Cunningham from port side or starboard side, and it tightens it up. So I don't have to get a perfect angle on the cleat in order to cleat it.
Wow, I'm gonna want to see that and film that. That's gonna be interesting.
We can show you.
So you have one line for a Cunningham though,
Yeah.
but then you have this dangling
It's a
thing.
dangle.
That's
Well,
very
some people call it a dongle.
A dongle, a dangling
A
dongle.
dangling dongle, I would call it.
This is a really big win. So you're going to qualify for the Worlds next year.
Qualified for Bonaire.
Was there any support system, any people that you particularly have to, remember or thank for your success here?
Absolutely. Definitely want to thank Missy and Alan Wiener, who are hosting us here for this event. They're awesome people, and they have a great house and very, very delightful conversation. So it's been awesome to have them host us. It's been wonderful. Of course, thank Kelly, for getting us up here.
Nice.
Maybe at the end of the day, Bobby for taking our boats back home to Sarasota.
Bob Finley,
But good old Bob Finley.
808.
808.
That's excellent. Anyone else there?
Chris Carroll and Dom and all the guys, right, for training against me and stuff like that, and allowing me to come down to sail against. And
The last couple of questions here.
maybe I'll just give a shout out to Gold Blue Eugene Schmidt, getting me into the class.
Yeah, getting in the class. And did you have expectations coming into this regatta?
Just to have fun, reconnect with people. Wanted to see you.
Hey, thanks.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's about it.
We have the champion of the 2024 International Masters Sunfish Championship, Andy Beeckman, his first major championship. now qualifying for the Worlds in Bonaire in 2025. Congratulations on, and he won it on a tiebreaker.
Yes.
Down to the last race. Congratulate, what a showing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
It's been great.
Thanks a lot, Andy. Good luck. Kick some butt.
I want you to smash that like button for this channel.